I did this once and realized I rambled too much, so I'm going to try to streamline it a little better this time. My favorite food is tacos. The bonus question, favorite topping, zucchini relish. My go-to alcoholic drink would be a fat tire. Non-alcoholic would be chocolate milk. My favorite board game, which I know Hannah will say is unfair because I have openly said I don't have a favorite, but I would say Firefly has always been my top rated one. One that I have played with Hannah would be Dominion or Clank. Any of those three would count. My favorite national park is Acadia National Park. Before proposing, I was mostly nervous. That would be the most accurate description. My biggest pet peeve is loud chewing. I know people can't help it, but it definitely is. If I am around it, I usually have to excuse myself. So, my nickname for Hannah, that I know I don't use enough, and she's gonna tell you that I don't use enough, would be Fish. But I do usually just use like Boo Boo or something like that. Anyways, moving on. My favorite quality about Hannah would be her laugh, her drive, and like her dedication to her job and friends and everybody. Her personality, her ability to talk to anyone, um, anything of that sort. And all of those are equally my favorite, so they all count. Hannah's favorite food. This has always been our biggest debate, and I never am fully sure if this is her favorite or what is her favorite. But I know we have both said to each other that if there's ever gnocchi on a menu at a restaurant, that is going to be what she picks. The backup to that, or what I would say she would always be okay eating, would be French fries. Hannah's go-to drink, I know, is dependent on the time of day, but if it's the morning, a Bloody Mary would be her go-to, followed by a mimosa, and then in the afternoon, a margarita would be your favorite. Hannah's favorite board game is Kingsburg, hands down. It tends to be the only game she wants to play, or the only game she suggests right away. Hannah's favorite national park. I don't know if it's necessarily her favorite scenic wise, but the one she talks about the most would be Wind Cave National Park. The how Hannah was feeling before being proposed to would be gaslit, I would assume is what she'll say, because that's pretty much all I could do when I assumed she knew it was coming, is try to throw her off the scent, and I'm so sorry about that. My bad. Hannah's biggest pet peeve, specifically that I do, is leaving the toilet seat up. And I'm working on it, and I'm sorry that I'm bad at it, but I would guess that's her biggest pet peeve. Hannah's nickname, easy, would be Bug. Her nickname for me. And Hannah's favorite quality about me, I'm not entirely sure. Never mind, I do know. I unless I'm taking this a completely wrong way, but it would be my laugh specifically when she surprises me with a trip to Olive Garden because for some reason, those salad and breadsticks just hit different. Okay, where we first met, easy. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was freshman year in Jamrich Hall during our SLFP meeting. So this would have been in March. We met in the back corner of the room, had a great conversation, riveting. And now you can hear Hannah yell at me because I actually don't remember this conversation, but she does, and I feel really bad about it. But the time I remember first meeting Hannah would be in our junior year at the food pantry where I was working at, and she was doing the marketing for. Our first date would have been at Cafe Bodega, and then we finished up at the Ordock on this very cute little green couch in the corner of the brewery, and just talked for hours, and it was so nice. Our first kiss was in my car, and Hannah has a fun story to go with that I'm sure she's about to tell you all. And Hannah did say, I love you first. And it was on accident when she was dropping me off at my apartment one night. And she proceeded to panic and curl up in a ball and waited to hear what I said. And I, I, I said it back, so we were fine. And what am I most excited about for marriage? Well, Hannah, it's easy. It's so we're not living in squalor anymore. Classic. Kidding. To what I'm most excited for is to marry my best friend. To marry the person who I did have a crush on for months before we actually started going out, but was too scared to actually ask out. To marry the person who makes me laugh more than anyone else and who I would love talking to more than anyone. To wake up next to the person who's my biggest supporter, who has supported me through so much just in these first couple of years of being together, and who I know will support me in anything that we have to go through going forward, and the person that I literally cannot imagine being without, and who I would move every mountain for, to do anything for, because she is the most incredible girl I know and cannot imagine not having her in my life. And I'm just so excited for that, and I can't wait. And hopefully that wasn't too sappy. And I hope you all have a great night tonight. Have so much fun. And yeah. Okay. Bye. Oh, and Hannah, I love you. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Okay, bye.